one of the things was really just reviewing. We talked last month about the 5 lanes, right? Everybody remember that? The slow lane was the cold and the fast lane was the hot. And we went through a bunch of different categories and we graded ourselves on all those quadrant 2 items that are easy to do, but easier not to do, that we tend to put off on. And everybody kind of gave some ideas of, the things that they rated them. And we went around the room and everybody talked about the things that they rated themselves low on and what they needed to work on. And I just want to throw it out there because I do think it's very important that we review that and go back to that and just refresh our memories on it. And because the whole idea of this community is for change, right? It's for us to change and not remain the same. I can be a very entertaining guy, but at the end of the day, if everybody in this group remains the same and doesn't improve, then you're wasting your money. I want you to gain some change in our lives, some positive change that is noticeable by our significant other, our kids, our parents, whatever the case may be. I would love that, and I know, Brad, using you as an example, you mentioned, hey, you know what? I'm probably not as strong in my social life as I probably could be, right? And I know, Andy, you had mentioned your community involvement was something that that you could probably be working on. So I want to encourage you both and the other people that were on this call. I'd really love for you all to take some action on that and really report back. And that was our homework assignment, was to pick one of those things and do something. We can't do everything, but we can do something to improve on that stuff, right? I know Jake had mentioned his health. He's doing the yo-yo thing up and down with the weight. I know he's been working very adamantly at that, and I just want to encourage that. I'm not some superstar that this one unicorn that went from homeless to the level of success that I've gone to. Anybody can do the level of success that I've gone to. Anybody. And that's the message I want to create. And it's not like I'm Joe successful. From where I started to where I am is a big, long journey. Excuse me. And I'd love to see other people taking a similar journey in any one of the categories we talked about in their own lives. I just love to see that. And I want to stand on the sidelines and I want to cheer each of you on to doing that. Whether we talked about health, we talked about wealth, the financial base, cash flow, all those. We talked about different relationships. Number one being a relationship with God, our spouse, kids, siblings, parents, our social life with friends. We talked about community involvement. We talked about leisure time, right? And I think that all of these we discussed falls into the category of what Stephen Covey calls quadrant 2, which is important yet not urgent, so therefore easy to put off, right? Easy to forget about. And if you timestamp it, you put a date on it, kind of like I teach when I read a book, I put the date I started on it in the inside cover because I'm amazed at how quickly time goes by, and I'm on page 24 and it's been a month and a half. But you have no way of knowing that if you don't put timestamp that front cover. I've learned that month and a half goes by and you think it's been a few days, but the timestamp doesn't lie. So I just want to encourage everybody, pick one thing and work on it. Let's all be a part of this journey together. If I can run 26.2 miles, this fat old man, anybody can do anything. Trust me.